Hey guys, it is Obscurist Tourist here, and today I wanted to revisit and talk a little bit about a video that I uploaded a little while ago from my visit to the Bohnice Hrbitov. Now, the Bohnice Hrbitov is also known as the Bohnice Psychiatric Cemetery, and it's located in Prague in Czech Republic. It is infamous for being a place where devil worshippers have long flocked to since the late 60s up until today, and it is highly regarded as the most haunted place, haunted cemetery, if I'm going to be specific, haunted cemetery in all of Europe. Now, when I visited, I gotta say I was a little disappointed. I highly expected to have a few paranormal experiences, but I got nothing. And it wasn't until I got home a few weeks later and started going through the footage that I started to notice a few anomalies and a few creepy things that really stuck out to me. So I'm going to play you a few clips and you let me know what you think, because one in particular really sent shivers down my spine. So I'll play them for you a couple times and you let me know what you think. This is me walking around the outer wall of the cemetery because I'm trying to find the entrance. This place is massive and I had to walk through a forest and I went the wrong way. And I ended up going to the back of the cemetery and I found a back gate. And in this particular clip, as I'm reaching out for the gate, which was sealed shut, by the way, who knows how long that's been, but as I was reaching out for the gate, there is a ghostly breath that breathes right into the microphone. Did you catch that? I'll play it to you once more. Who knows? You let me know what you think. The second video I'm going to show you here is of me when I first enter the cemetery, and all around me are unmarked graves, and in the distance I saw one tombstone and one grave, and I decided to approach it, and I noticed the name on it was Bohnice Meyer. Did you hear that? That completely freaked me out the first time I actually heard that audio. Just terrifying. I'm going to play it for you again. If you listen really closely, there is a man screaming. And it sounds like he's in complete agony. And it's pretty terrifying. And it's shocking to me because I never heard it at the time. And I feel like I would have, considering that I was in such a secluded place and completely alone. And it was complete silence. There was nothing. So this would have stuck out to me. So it's a little freaky. The thing that's really weird about this tombstone in particular is the fact that Bohnice Meyer, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I hope so. Anyway, Bohnice Meyer died and was buried there in 1900. This is odd because the cemetery wasn't even opened until 1909. So almost a decade later, this Bohnice Meyer was apparently already laid to rest there. Who was Bohnice? Quite a mystery. The Bohnice Hrbitov has an infamous history, almost as infamous as its reputation today. The cemetery's roots go back to the 1900s, and it was a place where the Bohnice Psychiatric Hospital buried all of its patients for a time, many of whom had actually committed suicide. Now, aside from those sad souls, it's also a place where murderers, rapists, and thieves were buried. Basically, it was and is the final resting place for all of society's undesirables, which is basically the perfect backstory for any scary movie. The cemetery itself eventually became as unwanted as the people who were buried there, being that it has all but been abandoned by the state since the 1960s. Add all this to the fact that the cemetery is extremely secluded, situated deep in a forest on a mountainside, and there's no wonder It eventually became a hotbed for satanic activity and rituals. Now, I'm not saying that the videos that I've shown you today are indisputable proof that the Bohnice Psychiatric Cemetery is haunted, but with the history of this place, I would be shocked if it wasn't. Anyway, let me know what you think and leave a comment below. And that's it for me today. Obscurist Tourist signing off.